All right, y'all. What is going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I have got a pretty darn pinkies up little rear living kind of for you, whatever you want to call it. It's the 2027 Sandpiper 3900 HBLR. That HBLR stands for half bath laundry room. So I know how you guys feel about your laundry rooms. I think they did a pretty darn good job. Aesthetically, looks a little bit different than last year. And size-wise, if you've been in Sandpiper or Sierra, their sister product in the past, you're gonna notice that this has a little bit more wiggle room to it. They did move to a 101-inch wide body construction, so they are gaining a couple inches, which is going to be pretty darn helpful, especially if you're planning on camping quite a bit. You're gonna really notice it on those longer trips, you know, during those rainy days. Now, for the specifications, I'm gonna put most of them down in the description here for you, but I got a couple for you. You have the dry weight of 14,102 pounds, overall length of 43 feet, 11 inches. So it is a big camper, but it's not unobtainable by something that would still be, you know, kind of like a normal truck. I don't think you have to go out and buy yourself a dually, you know, for something like this. But with that being said, we're gonna start on the inside, work our way around the outside. If you guys don't mind, engage in some way. It really helps grow. I'm getting so close to 100,000 subscribers that I can taste it. And quite frankly, I just want that little plaque, baby. But I hope you guys enjoy the tour more than anything. I'll put some information if you guys want to do a little shopping for this, like a dealer locator. You see your battery disconnect. You got your pass-through storage in here. It's got plenty of room for plenty of stuff. You also got yourself a little fancy cube maker and an outdoor refrigerator. So if you're someone that likes to go, oh, it's taped up. If you're someone that likes to store a couple cold cans of apple juice here on the exterior, well, boom, store them in here, grab them and ice right there, your cup and campground ready. But again, 2027 Sandpiper 3900 HBLR. And again, I just wanted to say, if you're looking for it and you can't find the Sandpiper, look for the Sierra. It'll be the same thing. Give you a quick little peek here of the laundry room. I think it's a nice use of space right there. You also have the bedroom, bathroom, and you see that big old closet just lighting up like justice back there. I think you guys are gonna like it, because I really like it. All right, so coming back here, you can see the decor changes weren't anything too crazy, but I love the island, that little two-tone, you know, looking like a fancy man dressing up with the blue in bottom, with the brown belt here up top. It's all gonna be that kind of hard wood. So babe, if you're watching, I love you. If you guys wanna get a little bit of a quick look at some of the 27 stats, go ahead and hit pause on the screen. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I hope you guys could read some of those. But some of the main ones is they went with a monster frame. So they went ahead and changed up the frame a little bit, which is good, because I think some of the brands out there were having some issues with their frames. Not Sandpiper Sierra specifically by any means, but they went ahead and preemptively went with a bigger, badder frame, which I think, you know, is nice. Change it before, change it while you can, really. You know, change it where it's something that it's helpful, and why not go bigger on the base, on the skeleton of it. So right here, you got a flush mount slide system, which means basically this is going to be pretty darn smooth for you. You're not going to be, you know, stubbing your Birkenstocks on anything when you're walking through. You also have a lot of head height. I mean, I'm going to guess probably about 6'10". That is a pretty good head height here for you. You also have the panoramic style windows. I mean, look at how large these windows are. So hopefully you're somewhere with a good view, because I think that would be pretty cool. Worst case scenario, you're looking out at the campground, down at the fireplace, you know, having a good time. The side windows do open up, so that way you can still catch a nice breeze. You also have this little desk right here. The nice part about the desk is not only can you get a little bit of work done, but you got your power tower. You can get rid of that if you'd like, and it's a wireless charging port. And then you also have kind of what would turn into my RV. You know, you got 3 junk drawers basically to the stuff that would go in there and never return back to civilization. Right over here, you have sort of your, I'll call it like a short stack sectional. It's enough for the person that's paying for it to kick back, relax, and enjoy a show on the really nice sized TV. But you also got a place where the guests can also kick back and relax with the recliners. So I think it's pretty darn nice. No dedicated dinette necessarily in this, but the island shining up like justice, by the way, is elongated with the chairs there, as you can see. You got table for, you know, 2 to 4, depending on how big of the chairs that you're looking at. I think these chairs are a little bit big for my liking. I'd probably go with some bar style stools. I'd probably turn them sideways and do kind of the straddle sit, just so that way I could fit in, you know, a couple extra folks. But I'm a family. We got 4 kids at home, so, you know, a lot of this stuff doesn't apply to you guys. On the back wall here, you can see you've got some overhead storage. You also have some underhead storage. It's a little bit of open-ended right there. You're also going to feel that this place is pretty darn cool. Not today because I don't have them on, but you got the Chill Cube ACs. There's going to be 2 in this room. You got the Chill Cube right here, and then you got another AC right there, an option for a third. So this middle one, oh sorry, this middle one here would be an option, but there's another one up in the front, which I think is pretty snazzy. But again, the windows on this are fantastic. The natural light capabilities, obviously you can block out the sun and get your Dracula on if you don't like warmth and happiness and things like that. You are able to do that if you guys want to be a troll. So right here, you got your fireplace. Again, it keeps you nice and roasty and toasty. During the hotter nights, it's just aesthetically pleasing. It's got 4 different color modes there for you. So it'll look really nice. Puts out 4,800 BTUs of heat roughly, just shy of actually. But basically it'll heat the entirety of this area. Give me just a second here. I'm going to adjust this if it whips around a little bit. There you go. The camera's getting a little wonky. I like the backlight of around the TV. What do you guys think about that? I'm going to think it's probably like a 65-inch TV. It's pretty darn big. See that little stem right there? You push that sucker down and then pull right there. And now you have the storage for all the stuff that you don't want your neighbors to know that you got. So this would be a good place for your hideaway games. You know, maybe some extra blankets, you know, or things like that. If you got any weird hobbies, that's definitely going to be your weird hobby storage right there. And then, of course, as we're going through, this is where really that 101-inch wide body construction is starting to take into play. I am a bigger guy, and just being able to freely walk, as you can see, is really nice. I don't have to worry about like shoulder checking, you know, anything, which is pretty cool. All right, I'll get back to this here in just a second. You got the refrigerator. It looks like an 18.5 cubic footer to me, but you're going to get 2 different freezer drawers. So 2 of those. And then you open this up and you can see a week's worth of food. No problemo, unless you're bringing, you know, a ton of the grandkids with you. Then maybe you'll, maybe you'll have to do something else. But I think my family could get away with a week's worth of food in that thing, you know, no problemo. And we got 4 hungry hippos at home. All these doors are also going to be soft close. You got your microwave with the old popcorn and potato mode. Potato, it don't matter. 4 top burner to whip up all the fixings, along with enough room to cook a turkey in that bad boy, and 6 pull-out drawers. So 3 on this side, 3 on that side. We're keeping everything nice and fair, nice and even. Again, with the 2-tone, I really like it. I'm curious to see what your guys' thoughts are. You got the stainless steel undermounted bowl with the high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. And then you whip this up here, and you can see you got a little bit of storage, you know, for your trash cans and for your stuff. If you're someone who enjoys coffee, and maybe like, again, kind of that hidden storage, maybe you're, you know, a bourbon connoisseur, you got room to put some of it. You even have a place where I personally would be putting like my keys and some of that stuff that I need to fly out the door with, like an umbrella, I think would go really nice there. You also have the 2 outlets, that way you can plug in your Keurigs. 4 pull-out drawers. The top 2 are that size, the bottom 2 are actually going to be a hair larger for you. And then you do have the cabinetry right there as well. Let's go ahead and open up a couple of these, that way you can get an idea. What do you guys think about that glass? So like I said in the other one, this little clock cracks me up. It's like a fake clock. It's a faux clock. Clock's ticking. Your epic adventure starts here. Sandpiper's here. Flip it around. I actually like those lights that are up top too. Give you like a cinematic shot. I'll sing for you too. I don't even know why I just did that. So right here is going to be your control panel. So you got your 3 slide out controls, your dual awning controls, heated holding tanks. I actually want to show you more of that in the pass-through storage. They do this really cool thing that I haven't really seen before, but they buttoned up some of the plumbing around the heat vent. So that way, obviously when you turn on heat, it gets cold, but it's going to heat up some of those water hold lines, which I thought was a nice little added touch, just getting more efficient with it. Porcelain foot flush throne. Obviously you can see here you got your washer and dryer in this thing. So I don't know if that's standard or not. You want to check with your salesman on that. You're going to have a little bit of a broom holder or something of that nature. Your fuse box is tucked away in here as well, which is nice. And then you got some pretty tall storage. You're going to have to put something that you don't really want to get to all the time or be with somebody that's like 8 feet tall. You have a mirror for the old bowling gun, baby. I like that. Savon moussant pour les mains. I think that's fancy words for smells like lemon. You have the, yeah, it must be French. French, because lemon is French. Suburban, on demand, hot water. Or as they say in French, H2O. You know, I'm in these warehouses all day talking to myself, and I feel like sometimes I just go a little crazy. I've already got a couple screws loose, but just talking to yourself all day, which I started at about, I think it was like 7 in the morning. I woke up, drove an hour. I was recording late last night. But, you know, you get crazy. You take a madman and put him in this situation, you're only going to get crazier. This is that other chill cube. So 2 chill cubes, and then that third is optional inside the kitchen. So, you know, get it if you want it. I like how it's on that strut system too. It's got a little strength to it though. So right there, the windows. Little place to put a thing or two. And then you have a window here, which I'm assuming is the, no, okay, so the emergency exit must be above the bedroom. And this is going to be your dresser setup. You can see you have a bigger, deeper one right over there. But you're good to go. TV backer over up on the wall. I know it's located right here because it's got a sticker that says it. And then you have your outlets and your cable setup. And now look at the bathroom, baby. I love that front little area right there. That's pretty darn cool. Porcelain foot flush throne. You're also going to have the one-piece fiberglass shell for your shower. So you don't have to worry about any sort of like maintenance on that. If it does need something, you're going to know because it's going to be, you know, like cracked because you were being a barbarian. So right here, you got about 6'5", I would say, 6'6". I'm 6 foot, 310 pounds. You're also going to see you got a little soap tray right there. And of course, you know, the spot where water sticks out. Let's flip it around. You got another backlit mirror for the bowling guns, baby. We're doubling up. Double gun action. Double vanity action as well, which is nice. A couple pull-out drawers, again with that blue matching up with that island out there. And then this is going to be some more open-ended storage as well. And you got a max air fan control right here for right there. So help suck out some of the moisture or the smells from whatever you got going on. All right, so the closet, I love it. I think it's really nice. You know, your wife's going to get it all. If it's anything like mine, you'll get something like this or possibly even a chunk of the countertop. But you got 4 of these open-ended areas. You got 2 places for hanging racks. And then, you know, you got more of the same on over here. But I like how there's outlets on both sides. It's kind of like a dual-purpose type area. You know, you can help get you ready, help do what you want to do. You can sit there. Oh, yeah, I look good for the campground, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. I think that's about it for the inside portion of this tour. Let's head around the outside. If you guys have made it this far, if you don't mind, drop a comment and say what's up. Maybe drop a little fist bump emoji. Send you one back. 2027 Sandpiper 3900HBLR. So now we're going to go around the outside here. We're going to be pretty darn quick on this. A lot of people don't like to see it, but if you're a serious buyer, you pick up a thing or two on locations. Up on the front, you got a couple LED bars there running, so that way you can see this thing, help you hook up a little bit. You also have the red pin box. I think that would be nice for when you are backing up, just to be able to see it a little bit easier. 21,000 pounds, by the way, rated, so it's going to be much more than what you need for this unit. Place for your battery. You got your Road Tech, which is going to be tire pressure monitoring system. And then behind that plate, that's where I was talking about the plumbing with the heating running through it, which is pretty darn cool. So you got your dual awnings, one right here, one right there to provide a lot of campsite shade for you. And then they're also doing the 4-camera safety system prep as well, so you can get that installed. But there'll be one right here, one on the other side, one above the door, and one heading out of the back. I already showed you this pass through here, but we'll take a look at it again. It does look like they're using the 6-point auto leveling. It's going to be the electric version. They got ABS system on here as well, so not only do you have the what's it called? The Road Tech, but you also have the ABS system. Backup camera, prep, part of the 4-camera safety system, then your 2-inch receiver. So 3,000 pound tow rating, 300 pound hitch rating. You'll be all right and good to go there. You have a 50 amp cord connection located right here on the back. And then as we are rolling through, this is gonna be where your dump station is, so you're good to go there. Let's see, where's the other one at? Is it all in one? Looks like it's got a little Y there. And let's open up this thing. You're good to go. One thing I do like that they're doing, that's the back end of that On Demand, by the way. They got their docking station, so you got your pull valves right here, bop and bop. Black tank flush, outside shower, so hot and cold water, all your bypass valves, city water connection, fresh water connection, and all that good stuff. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope to catch you next time. Again, my name is Hunter, and this was the 2027 Sandpiper 3900HBLR. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. See ya.